Hi, I'm Coach Mick, and I'd like to welcome you to video number 3 of our 10-part series on the serve. And video number 3 is titled The Release. Now, basically, the simple, efficient tennis solution is, hey, when my arms go up, my knees go down. That's it. So if you want to keep it simple, that's how we need to think about it. Now, you'll see here in our videos in a little bit more detail that when our arms go up, they're staggered. You'll also see that our knees start to bend down, and the weight is on both feet. And then also, when it comes to releasing it, we're going to want to release that ball somewhere around our shoulder. So I hope you enjoy the videos, and after the videos, we'll come back to wrap up stage number 3, the release.
All right, so in the release stage, pretty simple. What we're looking for are her arms to kind of stagger. So there you go. One arm's going forward, the other arm's coming backwards like that. You can see she's tossing the toss out in front of her. But the other thing you want to look for in this stage is once she gets to her 1-point stance here, her knees are going to bend down and start to store energy. But you can see how the weight is evenly distributed on both feet right there. Very, very important in this stage that you get the weight on both feet, because we're going to start by pushing up with both feet. And imagine, you know, sometimes you may hear some pros say, hey, get the weight on the front foot. You're going to push off the front foot, but try doing some squats off the front foot. And then try doing some squats off both feet, and you'll see that it's a lot easier at the start here to use both feet, but that weight is going to transfer. But a pretty simple stage here. The other thing you're going to want to take a look at is where the ball toss is. And technically the ball toss, see, if she were to release a toss right here, that ball would just go flying out that way somewhere, way too early. All right, now she's released it somewhere around shoulder high right there, all right, which is great. And if she can release it around shoulder high, that's going to tend to have the ball go more straight up. But let's say she released it late. Right there. You can see now where that toss is going to go flying over there. So where she releases it, somewhere near this line here, is going to be very important to help the toss go straight or more plumb to the ground. Now, unless he was trying to do something a little bit different, hit a kick serve and get the toss behind her a little bit, that may change. But that toss is going to be somewhere around shoulder height to get that toss to be a little bit more in control and go straight up. All right, with the weight loading down, or at least going down on both feet rather than just one foot starting to store energy. Okay, now with Dimitrov here, you'll see the same thing. All right, and except for his arms come apart a little bit more. Azarenka has more of an abbreviated motion, where he's got more of a classic motion. And you'll see here where, right, his arms are starting to stagger right there big time compared to hers. Her arm tends just to stay a little bit closer to her body. Now, the other thing you'll see, that his knees are going to start to bend down right here and store energy. And as you see with his feet as well, that the weight is pretty much evenly distributed here. Draw those arrows on the both feet. All right, so he's going to be pushing with both feet. If you look at his release, let's check where his release is. All right, his release is right about, okay, right about there. So again, somewhere around shoulder high on the release. So once again, knees go down, arms go up. That's the simple, efficient tennis solution. Arms are staggered, start to bend and store energy, and weight evenly distributed.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our pros there side by side on the 1 and the 2-point stance, and you can see on the release where these steps are important, because this is where the kinetic chain after this stage, and we call this the kinetic chain. It's basically just the unwinding or uncoiling of our body is going to start after this stage. So it's important that we're preparing so that we can start from the ground up. So remember, for more tips and instruction, you can always go to realtennisnetwork.com. Hi, it's Coach Mick, and if you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure that you will enjoy my free step-by-step serving progression guide that includes all 10 progressions of the serve with accompanying illustrations, a simple explanation of each stage for those of you just starting out, and a more detailed explanation for those of you who are more advanced, all in bullet form. Now, below each illustration, there is a clickable link that will take you directly to the video post of each specific stage, showing you some of the top players in the world going through these same exact progressions. This guide will put all 10 stages of the serve in one convenient location for you, so you do not have to go search around on the site or the internet for each individual stage. And if you'd like to download the free guide, you can do so by clicking the link to the side or beneath this video. And remember that if you have any questions, please email me at mick@realtennisnetwork.com.